What's up, good people? And thank you for tuning in to another session of that verbal cardio. We back. You see my co-host right here. Co-host extraordinaire. The best co-host any of us have ever had. Water. Water is humanity's best co-host. Is who you should always have by your side. When all your friends, when you fall out with friends, when you break up, when you divorce, when you lose people, when you go your separate ways, water will always be there for you. Unless you live in the country where ain't no water. But then you're dead, you're sick, you're unhealthy. Water is the best co-host. It's always here. Think about your life. The loved ones that you have lost, the loves that have come and gone. Who's still been here? Water. Who do you need to get you through everything that you've ever been through? When you crying in the shower, who's there holding you? Water. Caressing you up with the warm temp. Water is there. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're drinking enough of it. We just had Thanksgiving. Y'all was out here, probably buck wilding, mac and cheese, turkey, dressing, rolls, biscuits, mashed potatoes, yams, green bean casserole, greens, just vegetable broth.
It's my favorite
just
side.
Drinking that, washing your food down with chicken broth.
That's what I look forward to every Thanksgiving.
Yeah, man, like eggnog, peach cobbler, apple pie, apple cobblers.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Sweet potato pie, pumpkin pie.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, the two can coexist in your heart. We gonna stop acting like I can only like one. No, you can like both. It's okay. It's okay. You can like pumpkin and sweet potato pie.
You can.
It's all right.
Which one you like better?
I don't know. Whatever's in front of me, I like dessert. That's the realest answer. Whatever's in front of me, I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah, and this says a lot coming from picky Sabrina.
Yeah, well, out of those two, I'm not picky between those two.
Ah.
I'm like, you know what? I'll eat it, especially with some like vegan whipped cream on top. Obviously, they both have to be vegan pies, but like, yo, I'm gonna eat it. But I like dessert, y'all. If it's a dessert I like, I'm gonna eat it.
So pick one.
Oh God.
I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to bring everybody together.
You know
and
what?
that we don't have to have division.
I
It don't
do.
have to be a team. Pick one.
I do like sweet potato pie, when made right, more than pumpkin pie when made right. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like when they're both made right, like they're both really good.
Uh-huh.
But if I had to pick one, which I would never do if they were both in front of me,
Yeah.
I'm getting a slice of both. But I'd go sweet potato.
Patron saints. My patron saints are here in the podcast. They are right here live right now. Peeps. Patron saints. What y'all picking? Sweet potato, pumpkin. Let's go. We doing a poll right now.
I feel that Emil Hardy. Neither was it.
Sweet potato.
Wasn't a thing for me.
Sweet
either.
potato. Pumpkin pie has its own lane, says Dwayne T. Sweet potato for the win. Sweet potato, sweet potato, sweet potato, sweet potato.
Pecan.
Pecan. Somebody always got to come with a different
Right.
pie. Pumpkin, neither one. Sweet potato, sweet potato, sweet potato only. Sweet potato, pumpkin, sweet potato, sweet potato. All right, well, clearly it's a landslide of sweet potato.
There's a lot of boths in there.
It's not
Appreciate that.
peach cobbler, please. I'm gonna go with sweet potato, but like I was saying earlier, before I thought pumpkin pie and sweet potato pie were the same thing. I thought they were the same thing. I thought everything was pumpkin pie. I didn't know there was different. So in my mind, I don't know what my family introduced me to first, if it was pumpkin pie or whatever, but it was like, yo, pumpkin pie. They was like, nah, sweet potato. I'm like, no, but the pumpkins. And to me, pumpkin pie looks like it's the same color as the pumpkin skin. So I was like, oh yeah, they made the skin into a nice little pie. It's good. As a kid, you know, the Great Pumpkin Patch, Charlie Brown and all that. I was like, yeah, pumpkin pie. I like this. I didn't know there was a war going on outside. No man is safe from.
Ooh.
In the division. I didn't know.
Shout out to Mobb Deep.
I didn't know. Shout out to Mobb Deep. There's a war going on outside. No man is safe from. Man, let me tell you something.
I say that like so often. I don't know why.
Damn near everything Prodigy said
Yeah.
on the Infamous album is so quotable. It like he came into the verse perfectly every time.
Mm-hmm.
Every time. The Infamous by Mobb Deep is one of my favorite albums of all time. It's in my top 5. I know y'all be like, your top 5 is biased. I know y'all be saying that about my top 5, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
You like what you like.
So the literal difference.
Oh,
what I'm noticing.
Uh-huh.
I'm looking at pumpkin pie recipes and sweet potato recipes. The difference is the pumpkin or the sweet potato.
That's the only difference. Every
That's
other
what I'm noticing.
ingredient is the same.
It's cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, salt, eggs, if this is a non-vegan, and condensed milk for.
So it's the same ingredients.
It's just.
Same crust.
Yeah, like, y'all just.
You know what's funny is that we have the sweet potato casserole, the yam casserole, whatever you want to call it. And then for dessert, we'll have the sweet potato pie, which was the same thing as the casserole. It's literally
Look, it's sweet
the same
potato,
thing.
butter, sugar, eggs, nutmeg, cinnamon, vanilla, pie crust. It's all the same. All of it's the same.
But the only difference is the actual vegetable.
The root, because
The vegetable is different.
yeah,
Yeah. Which, okay.
and the texture is different.
The texture is different.
One's light and airy, or some shit. That I don't know. That's how they describe
But
it.
I guess that's enough to make it a different
Right.
animal. Then this is a different thing. You putting the same ingredients around it, because there's some recipes where you use the same ingredients with beef as you do with chicken, but it's different. It's different joints.
But I just wanted to point that out to the people who don't. People make it seem like they're completely different.
Right.
These are completely. It doesn't even come close. No, it comes real close. It's just.
We just proved it. It comes super close.
Literally, all I have to do is change one ingredient.
And that's the main root of the whole dessert.
You know what we need to do? We need to set people up. Be like, try this sweet potato pie,
I'm all about.
but have it be pumpkin pie.
I'm a firm believer in setting people up
Yeah.
for many things. Because a lot of times when people say, I can taste the difference, I can feel the difference, I
Oh
can
my
hear
God.
the difference. I don't really be believing people when they say that. I'd be like,
You know me.
I want to put you to the test. I want to put everybody to the test. Even you, I be wanting to put you to the test.
I won't talk
I'd
about
be
like with vegan stuff.
I want to put people to the test with everything. I'm like,
'Cause
you really feel the difference?
People be like, I can tell the difference. I'm like, shut up.
Yeah.
I remember like when we first got together, a lot of your friends were like, I don't know about this vegan stuff, and now they be like, Sabrina cooking?
I was like that.
Yeah.
I didn't shoot.
Oh, Tony was super like,
I was like that.
I'm still gonna eat eggs. I'm still gonna do this, that, and the third. I'm like, okay.
Mhm.
I came in with that energy too, like, okay.
Yeah,
me
I was
cook for
egg
you.
and cheese McGee.
Mm-hmm.
I was still egg white omelet, cheese.
Yeah, but now he's a just egg head.
Yeah, just egg he came through in the clutch.
Mm-hmm.
Came through in the clutch, man. It's like, okay, I could do this. But it had to, you can't force nobody into nothing. So it's like I had to feel it and taste it and be like, all right, now I can get on board.
Yeah, because I definitely didn't. When you said you were still gonna do eggs, I was like,
you judge.
I was like a little like, but I'm not making it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I knew I wasn't gonna cook you no eggs, but
Right.
But then
You
I
was
took
like
over.
the cholesterol.
I did worry about the cholesterol and you, because you already be stressing a lot, and you want to add cholesterol to that. No.
Well, I took out mainly for the record, y'all. Mainly I cook egg whites, so the cholesterol is mostly concentrated in the yolk. of the egg. So I was already mindful of when I went to the doctor in 2003. That's when they said, yo, your bad cholesterol is high. You got good and bad cholesterol. My bad cholesterol was high back then. So it was like, and this is when I was eating whatever and whenever and however much ever. I was like, oh, is it good and bad cholesterol? I was learning everything about diet and calories and fat and cholesterol. And then, so ever since then, like even when I would make omelets, let's say, because I used to make omelets where I'm doing 4 or 5 eggs in my omelet. 4 eggs. Like, just like, this. And then I was just like, oh, these are loaded with cholesterol? I didn't know. Yeah, the yolk is and I used to love, even with boiled eggs, the yolk, I would like, for a minute, I would only eat the yolk. And then I started eating the whole thing. And then, so once I found that out, I was like, all right, let me ease up on so then I would make the omelet with 5 eggs, but it would be 1 egg yolk in the whole 5 egg mixture. So it was like, I was trying to cut. But y'all ain't going to judge me in here, Nana P. Yes, 4 eggs, sometimes 5. 3 eggs wasn't enough, even though 3 eggs visually is enough.
Yeah.
This is fat tone. Y'all dealing with somebody that was eating in excess. Yeah, I'm 6'2", but at this time I was 270 plus. So, I was just eating whatever because I didn't know about nutrition facts and all that stuff. So I had to learn that as the years went on. So cut to when I switched to vegetarianism, it was like, all right, I got the animals out cold turkey. And I did it, once I did it, I did it. Like, it was like, I didn't have any chicken, no beef, no lamb, no turkey, nothing. No fish. What about, no squid, no tuna, no nothing. It was like, to do that and just, because a lot of people, they backtrack. They be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? And the only holdouts were, because my plan wasn't to go vegan. My plan was to go vegetarian. I wasn't like, I'm going to be vegan.
And this was before me, y'all.
Yeah.
Like, I met him and he wasn't eating meat.
Right. So it was like, this was vegetarianism was the path that I always wanted for a long time. Not always wanted, but it was like, I'm going to be vegetarian one day. I said this years ago. And so,
and that's what got me.
Once I finally did it, I was like, yo, man, all right. And this coming from a guy like, I made ground turkey multiple times a week. Like, turkey was my main, like, meat that I was eating. Like turkey breasts, or ground turkey. That's what I was cooking with most of the time.
Turkey titties.
And I eased up on red meat back when they, gave me my blood work and the bad cholesterol was high. That's when I eased back on red meat. Gave up pork in 91. So the pig was already off the table for me since 91. And then I started eating more salmon, but then towards the end. But then, I was like, hey, yo, Meg, what you doing? She was like, I'm not eating meat until Valentine's Day. I'm going to do it with you. It was just a random text. Oh, you always doing something on the dietary too. What you doing this way? I'm not eating meat. I was like, I'm going to do it with you, and I never went back. Listen, the holidays are upon us, guys. The holidays are here, fellas. And you know what else is here with the holidays? Your balls. Your packaging, your robust packaging, and everything that comes with. How are you taking care of your packaging, man? Are you manscaping out here? Are you manscaping? Are you trimming the hedges? Are you weed whacking down there? You got it going on. Do you have your Manscaped products? That's what I want to know. I've been using the Manscaped shampoo and conditioner in one. I've been using the body wash. But they got all kind of stuff that you need to keep down there looking right. fresh and smelling good and just looking put together in the packaging region. You feel me? Now, Manscaped just launched new products, and we'll call it the all new Ultra Premium, right? Now, you got the body wash and the 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner, you know what I'm saying? But also, those hairy balls got to be handled. They got to be maintained. They got to be trimmed up, man. You out here on the holiday tip, you can't be looking reckless out here. You can't be out here with the candy canes looking all fuzzy and furry on the outer regions of the you know what I'm saying? Get it right. They have a Performance Package 4.0. You'll find the Signature Lawnmower 4.0. The Signature Lawnmower. First of all, I love that name, the Lawnmower. Because you know we all got lawns to mow, fellas. So we got the Lawnmower 4.0. This electric trimmer has wait, hold on, I fumbled on that. This electric trimmer has proprietary advanced skin-safe technology, okay? Candy cane balls are no more, all right? It's also waterproof, so you can use it in the shower, all right? That's a plus. I like handling everything in the shower if I can, you know what I'm saying? Because, you don't want to get the hair trimmings all over the place. If you do it in the shower, everything's getting washed down. So, you know what I'm saying? So, I like that little feature right there. The Manscaped Performance Package 4.0 also includes the Crop Preserver, okay, and Crop Reviver. So we preserving the crops and we reviving them as well. So we got that going. And an anti-chafing ball deodorant, moisturizer, and toner. You know what I'm saying? Keep the North Pole feeling and smelling fresh. I'm all for this right here. And I'm just marveling at everything that Manscaped can provide. You know what I'm saying? First of all, the names Crop Preserver and Crop Reviver. The hygiene bundle also comes with a pair of Manscaped anti-chafing boxers that'll keep the junk feeling fresh all day. The perfect package for the package. Manscaped is going beyond the groin with their new Ultra Premium Body Wash. It's infused with aloe vera and sea salt to keep skin feeling clean, nice, and moisturized. And it smells fantastic. I've been using the body wash, and I can attest, it smells fantastic. I love the scent. I love the bottle that it comes in. Little robust bottles that you can use as a weapon. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't want to be in a situation where somebody breaks in the house and you got to defend the family, you got to defend the household while you butt ass naked and you lather it up. I feel like if they come up in the house, then I can grab the bottle and go to work because the bottle is sturdy, it's hard, it's robust. I love the bottle that it comes in, and I love the way it feels. I love the way it smells. And I'm a body wash guy. And I love the Manscaped body wash, man, for real. They also launched their new 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner, which has key ingredients with the benefits that include hydrating, nourishing, conditioning the scalp, strengthening the hair at the same time. Now, y'all know I'm bald McGee out here, but I like to watch this. Don't judge me. I get it. I'm bald. With Tony, you bald. I still use shampoo and conditioner up here. I still do it. It's just I'm a creature of habit, but I definitely do this though. I'll be moisturizing the hell out of this right here and getting it lathered up and just letting it sit in there. I let it sit. I do that first before I do everything else. I let it sit right in here. Don't judge me. Y'all think y'all better than me because you got hair. I got hair here and I got hair down here. And that's where Manscaped comes into play. 'Tis the season to load up on Manscaped products. So, you got to get right. Get some for yourself, your dad, your brother, your friends. Give them the best gift of all, the Manscaped Performance Package 4.0. So get it for yourself, get it for your dad, get it for your uncle, your cousins, whoever. You get 20% off plus free shipping with the code VERBAL at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code VERBAL at manscaped.com. That's manscaped.com. I recommend it. I'm not just saying that because, we're doing ads. I really like Manscaped, and I like their products. Every guy has Manscaped on their wish list. get them products he'll actually use this holiday season, man. Come on, man. Y'all, you know you're going to use them. So get in on that. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code VERBAL at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping. 20% off and free shipping? Come on, man. It don't get no better than that. And use the code VERBAL, man. Fellas, let's get it. And then, yeah, I'm still vegetarian in the game since January 2017. No backtracks, no backslides. Mm-hmm. No, I was vegetarian for a little bit of time. Nah.
And then we met in August 2017.
We met in August 2017.
So I want people to understand the timeline.
Yeah.
It had nothing. He was already off the meats.
They was like, Sabrina turned him. Y'all trying to do me like y'all do Common when he got with Erykah Badu. No. It's not what happened.
No. One of the appeals was the fact that you didn't eat meat. Because, like, my thing, and I know I always get shit for this. I always said I won't date a meat eater. Like, straight up. Like, I've been in the game for so long, well over a decade. I dated meat eaters. We'd go to restaurants. I would have options. Over it. You know what I mean? Like, we eating together. Mm-hmm. And so I cut off meat eaters a long time ago. So when I met Tony, I was like, man, personality, and he don't eat meat, and he foreign. Let me bag this real quick. Let me cook for him.
Yeah. And then I was like, because I'm going to tell y'all right now, I was skeptical on vegan dishes. Mm-hmm. It was the ones I was encountering. Y'all seen that video of me on All Deaf? Some of y'all may not have seen it. Well, we was eating vegan. First of all, they gave us the coldest food this side of the Mississippi for that shit. It was terrible. It was terrible. I was just like... So when I was shredding up that vegan food, it was from the heart. It wasn't good. Even today, if you sat that same stuff in front of me, the butternut squash tacos, cold, mm-hmm. I'm going to rip it to shreds.
And I will say the restaurant you got it from, I don't even like that restaurant.
What was the name of that restaurant?
I don't want to say the name. But the word mother in Spanish is in it. That gives it away. Damn it. But it's not, it's like... overhyped because the restaurant looks nice.
Yeah.
So like it's a nice spot to go for like a date or when you want to feel fancy. Like I'm here in a fancy place eating vegan food. Right. You want to feel real LA, you go there. Yeah. The food's not good. It's not good. So like it's funny because I seen that video way before I met you.
Right.
What's really funny is I've seen so many videos of yours way before I met you, but I didn't associate you with the person that I watched when we met.
Yeah.
Until months into our relationship that I was like, oh yeah, hold on, you the same guy who did this, that, and the third. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you should. I get it. I'm not even mad at you for shredding that stuff up because I was like, why did they give him this? I was like, why would y'all do this to these people?
At least have it warm,
right?
At the very least, because I keep it real. I give credit where credit is due. And I would have kept it real. If it was good, I'd been like, yo, this ain't bad. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm going to Hanaj asks, are you going to Tabitha Brown's new vegan restaurant in LA when it opens? Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, we in there.
Oh, I'm already at the restaurant waiting for it to open. I'm just sitting in the building waiting for it. I'm definitely going to that.
Pulling
you know
up.
what I'm saying? Pulling up. My only... Now that I eat mostly vegan, I finally found some good cheeses that I like. It took a while, but now I'm like, there's some good cheeses out there. I don't like the stats on the cheese, so I just try to avoid it in general because it's always high in saturated fat. So I just try to be like, nah. Even though it's good though, there's some good vegan feta cheeses out there. It's some good sliced cheese. But I just try to avoid it just for the fat purposes and the stats. But I've yet to encounter a good vegan shrimp.
Oh yeah,
it's something about the texture of it. Now I will say, a guy brought me food in Arizona from his restaurant. It was like some shrimp. He had like his vibe is like soul food, vegan soul food. So it was like, you make jambalaya and stuff like that. So he had a vegan shrimp that was good. It was probably the best one I've had so far because it was seasoned. He seasoned it to the max. Shout out to Jade. He seasoned the hell out of that shrimp. So that was probably the only vegan shrimp that I've had that I was like, all right, this.
It is tough
That
because they're
texture.
usually made out of konjac, which is like it's just a weird texture.
Yeah.
If
What
it's
is
not-
konjac?
It's a sea vegetable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Also, it's vegetable. I like vegetables.
yeah.
Maybe if I had that vegetable
It's like
regular.
I don't know how to describe it. I'm gonna pull it up for you.
Yeah. Because, so whenever I see vegan shrimp, I usually avoid it. And I'm like, nah, I ain't even going to do that. I ain't even going to do that to myself. But I'm still not confident in cooking. Like, I lost all my confidence in cooking because of not only, bless you, not only because of the vegan stuff and stuff like that, but, I try to be mindful of my salt intake, the sodium. So I got to watch the seasonings, and I don't know. I'm coming across like new seasonings and like, stuff to cook with and how it tastes and how it comes out. But I don't know how to season it to get it just right for my liking. I'm tough on my own cooking. And it's
Yeah.
like, and it's, yeah, because, I grew up, I know how much salt to put in something, the pepper. I used to use Lawry seasoning salt all the time. I still use onion powder, garlic powder, the salts, but ever since, it was like, your sodium levels. I'm like, that threw me off. So it was just like, man, I don't know how to cook anymore.
But yo, Tony's dressing this Thanksgiving.
I still don't think it's all that.
It's so good. I will punch you on the camera.
I ain't feeling
We
it.
can fight. Square up.
It was,
And
something was off.
Even people like at the house were like, "Yo, this
They
dressing
was
is
just being nice.
nah, son."
They was
So
just
what you trying to
being
say? They
good
didn't really like
guests.
my Brussels sprouts?
No, the Brussels sprouts,
I don't believe you.
they
'cause
got
I
murdered.
don't believe
The
it.
dressing didn't get murdered.
Because there's so
That's the
much and
thing.
it's heavy. Dressing is heavy.
It wasn't that good, child.
It was
In my opinion.
good.
And it was funny. I told my mom that. I was like, I wasn't really happy with the dressing. She's like, I wasn't happy with mine either. I should have used this type of broth instead of this. I was
Hers look
like,
kind of good.
yeah. So it's like, yeah, I made the dressing Remo.
It was good, y'all.
Because I'm a big fan of dressing, man. So, I was in there. And I was cooking in the garage. We got a stove in
yeah.
the garage.
Yeah.
We got a whole stove in there. So I made the dressing. I sauteed here are the ingredients to the dressing I made.
Oh.
So it's green peppers, onions, and celery. You chop all that up, you get that going, and then you saute that. In this one, I use the Gardein beef crumbles, which is vegan. Everything's vegan in this, by the way. I made the cornbread from what's that dude's name? Red Mill?
Oh yeah.
Red Mill.
Bob Red Mill.
Bob Red Mill?
Something like
Something
Bob.
like that.
We know Bob.
Bob Red Mill. You know
We know
that white dude with the beard on the stuff that you see at Trader Joe's Sprouts. Bob Red Mill cornbread, which I didn't like. I didn't like the way the cornbread tasted, first of all.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
The cornbread wasn't good, but you somehow made it good. In
And
the
that's
dressing.
the majority of the dressing is the cornbread.
Oh, Bob Mills.
Bob Mills.
That's it.
So that cornbread, I used a vegetable broth, low sodium. That's probably another thing why I didn't, it just tasted different because normally I just use regular vegetable broth. Back in the day, but the regular vegetable broth
Oh my
is
God.
packed with sodium.
The sodium is insane.
I looked at the back; it was like 700 to 900 milligrams of sodium. So I was like, man, I gotta get the low sodium. So that's gonna affect the taste for me. I'm used to sodium, so maybe it is good, but I'm just like used to a certain, vibe of. So anyway. So you saute the veggies and the onions and the peppers and the celery over here. Then also the Gardein beef crumbles, I'm sauteing that. And Sabrina made like a vegan meatloaf type of situation. I added that into the mix. sauteing all of this, and then crumble up the cornbread. You put all that in there. Then I made like, there are two different dressings I made. One I made with like a batter that was just egg and almond milk. And then the other one didn't have that. So I'm not sure which one we ate already. I'm not sure which one you served out there on the dining room table.
I don't know.
So they're going to taste different.
Oh.
Each one. So
I was gonna say I'm gonna go home and compare them, but I killed the tray yesterday.
So it's done?
One of the trays are done.
Okay, so the other one, it could be worse or it could be better.
I'm gonna find out.
I'm not sure.
I'm gonna go in today. I'm gonna make a waffle out of it.
Waffle, huh? Dressing waffle.
I'm gonna put the dressing on the waffle iron and be like, yeah.
So, Peeps, read the nutrition facts. Watch your sodium intake.
Yeah.
Because it'd be a lot of stuff packed with sodium. A lot of times, like if you're getting stuff in the freezer section, it's already kind of like pre-made. You just got to heat. Sodium is going to be jam-packed up in there. A lot of seasonings, a lot of broths, sodium city. So it's like, man. So all of that has like, killed my cooking confidence hardcore unless it's like simple ingredients. Like I would feel comfortable making like, the banana pancakes because it's just oats, bananas, and almond milk. So, I ain't got to add all these seasonings.
The way that I surpass so much salt is I add sofrito to almost everything I cook. It has flavor. It adds flavor to like every single bite. And then I'll put like whatever salty seasoning at the very end. So, because when you put it in so early, it kind of like cooks out. And so you keep on adding, you keep on adding, you keep on adding. But when you put it on at the end, that saltiness is like fresh and throughout every flavor.
So you don't do it early, you do it late in the game.
I do it like the very end. Because
so you don't do it early at all and redo it?
No.
Okay.
Like even for like, how I do the lemon pepper tofu for you? Like I'll season it at the end.
Okay.
Or at the very beginning on the pan when there's nothing else on there, I might put some seasoning. Like I might like spray some oil and then put some seasoning on it to kind of open up the seasonings, and kind of release the flavor that way. But it's not usually salt. I just but I season the F out of stuff with like other low sodium seasonings or like adobo. I put adobo on everything.
She be going through some adobo. It'd be like, I just bought the thing. We need more.
I love adobo, but that's what I put at the very end. Like, and it lowers your sodium intake, and there's still gonna be flavor and saltiness in every little bite, but not like over salt. Don't do that. And also, if like you need a lot of salt, drink water.
Oh,
it always comes back to water.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we got questions up in here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Nana P asks, do people arrange with you before the show to bring you food, or they just pull up? It's been both actually. Some people just bring food. Some people like prearrange it. Sometimes I'll like, correspond with people and be like, yo, I want some biscuits. They be like, all right, I'm gonna bring you some biscuits. And like, other times people just bring whatever was on their heart and soul. In that particular case in Arizona, I actually didn't want food from him because I looked at the menu and I was just like, oh, this is, because I'll be trying to eat, right. And so I looked at his menu and I was like, oh, this is filth. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not saying it's nasty. That's what I'll be avoiding, that good shit. I'll be avoiding the good shit. Because I'm Fat Tony at my very essence, at my core, the core of who I am. When you go into the matrix of leadership, the engine, I'm Fat Tony. Tough. I'm always hungry. I probably said I'm not hungry 5 times in my life. I'm not hungry. You know what I'm saying? 5 times on one hand, 44 years.
And he was lying.
Man, I was probably lying one of them times. I'm not even hungry. I've eaten. When Serene passed away, I still had an appetite. Who's doing this?
With tears in your eyes, you were still eating.
Still eating.
This is facts.
You would think, man, he lost his son. You probably haven't eaten for weeks. I ate the day of. I'm in the trenches of emotion. The deepest hurt I've ever felt in my life. I still ate. I was like, man, nothing can stop this. I'm a dragonfly. I'm just like, yo, I still got an appetite? Who's doing this? I wanted the grief weight loss. I wanted to be six-pack though. Like, how'd you lose the weight? Grief. My son died. Like, oh, that's a fitness plan I don't want. You don't want none of this fitness plan.
Facts.
I'm out here shredded, ripped to shreds. Tony got a six-pack. How'd you do it? You lose a child. That's how you get the six-pack. But I couldn't eat. I was still eating.
Mm-hmm.
So at my core, I'm Fat Tony. So when people bring me food, a lot of times I'll be like, if I know is food that because I'll go in, man. If it's good, I will go in. So it'd be like, don't even bring that. Don't even bring your cinnamon rolls. Don't even bring, because I know what I'm capable of. Mm. Don't bring that over here.
We really do have a strict policy at the house, like don't bring it.
Please,
like Maya's not allowed in the house with cookies.
Oh, man.
For everybody who's ever watched Wording is Hard, Maya's Maya is. So she makes these vegan gingerbread cookies, bro.
Yo.
Soft, delicious, deadly.
Maya's gingerbread cookies, man.
We be having to cuss her out.
I'm an absolute crack addict for these things.
Let me tell y'all. So they had poker night at their house, and Tony went. And on his way out, we're like, yeah, resist the cookies, Tony. He's like, I'm going to resist the cookies. It was like we made a whole big deal.
It was like Michael Myers. Evil dies tonight.
We were like, I was like, babe, you going to resist the cookies? I'm resisting the cookies. Yeah, I've got this. And because you've been on a really good roll with not having sugar. He hasn't had sugar in mad long. He's been avoiding sweets. He's been doing his thing. So on his way out, like, yeah, high-fiving it. Woo! On the way to the car. Even as he drove away, he had his fist out the window. Mm-hmm. No cookies. And when he got home, he's like, I had cookies.
Man, I went in on the cookies, yo.
I had cookies.
They made me. I said, because I tried to stop it. I was like, Tone, tell Maya don't make the cookies. She already made them. I was like, God damn it. I knew, and the cookies was there. The cookies was there. I got booted off the poker table early, so I'm just sitting there with the cookies and the TV on the sidelines. And the cookies was like, what's up, Tony? I was like, hey, gingerbread. Man. So a lot of times when people just bring stuff, I would rather coordinate what you're bringing because I'm trying to stay in a certain lane diet-wise. Mm-hmm. But I'm also I'm strong. Like I've done a lot of resisting on a day-to-day basis. I do it. But I have those weak moments where, you put me in a hotel room with the food.
Oh yeah.
I'ma just go in. So I'll just be like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Don't bring this. But also I'm appreciative of the gesture of people wanting to bring me food. Like I'm super appreciative. Like I'm like, man, So it's so if you bring me food, hopefully it's on the healthier side of things. Where I could just be, food is just unstoppable, man. It's just like, man.
Hustle Diva, yes, he did eat when he had COVID.
Yeah, but I will say this. When I did have COVID, I ate a lot less. Yeah. Like I ate damn near once or twice in a day. Like I had pad thai with no emotion. Mm-hmm. And then I just laid down. There was no emotion. Mm-hmm. So it was COVID definitely what affects me, what can kill my appetite is is no taste. If I can't taste the food or it tastes terrible, that's how I can be like, you know what? So with COVID, I was able to lose 14 pounds because everything was terrible. But yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna do a quick shameless plug because people are asking. I do have a video on my YouTube on how to make sofrito, and I do have a cookbook. It's an ebook on my website, and it does have a recipe for adobo. If you want to make adobo at home and you don't want to keep on buying it, and you can add your own little twist, you can add your own little flavor. You can put like lemon peels in it. You can do whatever you want.
Lemon peels.
And my cookbook is $10 on my
Mad
website.
cheap.
SabrinaMerch.com. It is an ebook. Do not expect a physical book when you purchase it. That is not a thing. It does not exist.
Mad cheap.
And if it does exist, I'm suing. But yeah. I actually have a couple food videos on my YouTube you guys could check out, but
You gotta post some clips again.
I do.
Because I like that sofrito video.
Oh, see, people like Etta said, I do have the cookbook. Moyo said, I like that cookbook.
Yeah. Y'all be using it?
There's a lot of people who still tag me in
Y'all be
food.
using that cookbook?
Yeah, like a lot of people be like, I made this from the favorite is the banana pancakes.
Oh, the banana pancakes
It's so
is lit.
easy. It's so easy to do.
Banana pancakes is great times. Styler asks, what vegan cheese do you recommend? The ones I have were trash. Sabrina can recommend them better than I.
Follow Your Heart is probably the cheapest and best, like price wise, because Miyoko's is like top tier, but it's expensive. Violife is also really, really good, but Follow Your Heart is affordable and it melts beautifully. It's super delicious. And you know what? Whole Foods just came out with cheese, like their own little,
Store brand.
365 brand.
Is it good?
Oh, it's so good.
Really?
It's so good. I was like, yo, it melts.
What'd you have it on? You had it in the house?
I even used it for the mac and cheese.
Oh.
I still have some in the house. I have another bag. I used it. I used it for just egg, like a just egg omelet.
Rodney.
Um,
Cookies do be calling me at 2
yeah.
a.m. Hey, big head.
This is true.
Cookies be sending me nudes.
This is facts.
You missed this? Soft bottom. Hey, man, look out, man.
Mm-hmm.
Stay out my DM, Cookies. Soft cookies.
Right.
Steph came over.
Oh yeah.
Steph came over. She brought. I was
tins.
chilling. I wasn't even thinking about dessert.
Mm-mm.
She came in that house with some soft homemade cookies. I went to work.
I be having to hit cookies up like I'm coming to you as a woman.
Man.
Leave my man alone.
Tore them cookies down. They gone. Both tins. Done. And I'll be telling her, like, when you come to my house, I'll be like, take food. Get these plates out of here. Please. Take the food with you. Please don't leave it here with me. I'm a fiend. Now the P asks, what's worse? Someone taking your to-go plate or someone taking the last of something didn't even get... Wait,
That you really wanted.
Okay. All right, let me restructure this.
Okay, rewind.
What's worse? Someone taking your to-go plate or someone taking the last of something
That you...
you didn't even get that you really wanted. Okay. The way that question was worded was tough. I think what's worse, cause for me, like it takes me back to Home Alone, Kevin McAllister. When he was pissed off, he just wanted the cheese pizza, right? Everybody else in the house eating the works, the Supremes, the pepperonis, everybody else is digging in on all other kind of pizza. Kevin specifically said, yo, I just want the cheese pizza. And they all ate the cheese pizza. Buzz shoved the last bit of cheese pizza in his fat mouth, right in Kev's face. I felt Kevin McAllister so much in this moment. Because we all wanted to be Kevin McAllister. We all wanted to be home alone, a kid on our own, thwarting burglars. We all wanted to be Kevin McAllister. I disconnected with Kevin when he called his mom a dummy.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I can't fuck with Kevin McAllister. He should have died in that moment. That movie should have been 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But in the moment where, I have a specific thing that's my only option. His only option was the cheese pizza. That was it. Everything else was nasty to him. Everything else was off the table. And when people that are omnivores, that eat it all,
Right.
eat your one specific thing, that's the worst thing of all time.
And he was in Chicago, so you know that pizza was good.
Oh, that pizza was fire.
That pizza was
I
good.
already know the pizza was good. And he got nothing. So I felt Kev so much in that moment. So for me, it's like if you take the last of the little bit of the only thing that was my option, that's Heartbreak City, anger. Like if you take my to-go plate on accident, I'll be like, oh, all right, well, I ain't need the to-go plate anyway. But if you eat the last of the one thing I had that I needed, this was my only option, we got a personal vendetta from that moment on. I hold food grudges. I'm still mad at this comedian Quincy Jones to this day. All right? We were having to get together at Keon's, right? And everybody's bringing food. And, me and Sabrina, we coming in vegan heavy. It's like, what do we need to bring so we're not just sitting there eating just chips and hummus?
Right.
Do we need to bring our own hot food, hot, real heavy food? Or y'all got somebody that's covered? He was like, all right, Quincy said he's bringing the vegan burgers. I was like, all right, cool. All right, he bringing that, cool. So I can, so I'm just getting chips. We just getting sides. We just getting whatever. Cut to the event. Quincy comes in there, no burgers. And I'm leaning on this. I'm like, all right, we're gonna have the burgers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm leaning on this. All I got is chips and hummus.
Period.
He comes in there, no burgers, no remorse.
Mm-mm.
No remorse for the no burger bring. You said you was bringing I didn't bring the burgers. No remorse. Stood 10 toes deep in the no burger bring. And to add insult to injury, I was just at the store before I arrived at the house. I'm like, y'all sure y'all good? I already store hopped.
I remember I had to leave. I had to go. I had to store hop and look for food. I remember that.
He had zero remorse.
This is why I hate going empty-handed to places. Like I know, like I put faith in your people,
right?
But never again.
Yeah, don't
ever again.
Don't put faith in nobody.
Respectfully, fuck that.
Yep. Because they will fall short every time. And Quincy, the fact that he had no remorse.
Yeah. People don't care about us.
I was like, yo, man, fuck this dude, man.
Oh yeah.
I'd still be shredding him in the group chat. I'd be like, yo, man, fuck Quincy Jones. And this is Quincy Jones, you know what I'm saying? He had a comedy special. He was the one that, he had stomach cancer. And they only gave him like a little bit of time to live. Ellen got wind of the story. He was on Ellen. Ellen was like, yo, we going to produce your comedy special. He did the HBO special. It's that Quincy Jones. And he was at the thing with the no remorse on the no burger bring. I was like, man, fuck this guy. I went to see him at the hospital. And you going to have the no remorse? I was pissed, man. That was the worst.
No, not that Quincy Jones. It's
not Quincy Jones, the musical. And even if it was Quincy Jones, if the Quincy Jones.
Oh, yeah, it'd still be on site. I don't care what you've done for music.
If we establish, Quincy Jones, you're a legend, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Tony, listen, man. Listen, man. These are my daughters here, Listen. I'm bringing the vegan burgers for you guys. Don't worry about anything. I got you covered. If the legend Quincy Jones said that to me, I'm like, oh, you bringing it for us? I'm honored.
Yes.
But I'm not gonna get the burgers myself because the Quincy Jones was like, yo, I got you covered, man. I'm like, oh, yeah. It'd be an insult if I got some other stuff,
Right.
not taking him at his word.
We'd be in the car like, yo, we about to eat Quincy Jones's, but me and you would be mad hype. The whole ride there would
Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones. Yo, put that Thriller album on. He produced the whole thing.
Yeah.
Quincy Jones. And then we get there and he got no remorse.
Yeah.
Man, fuck Quincy Jones, man. I'd have been like, nah, man, you're done. Turn Thriller off, man.
Mm-hmm.
Anything his daughter acting in, turn it off. Sick of it, man. Turn that documentary off. But I'm still mad to this day.
Yeah.
All right, I got to breeze through these questions. I got to get out of here. I got to take Sincere to the airport.
Wait, let me just give, we've had enough on the food. Let's just go straight to.
We did all food.
What did you think of True Story? Is it Kevin Hart's best performance to date? Tamara asks.
Let's talk about Kevin Hart's True Story, starring Kevin Hart and Wesley Snipes. It's a drama. And this is, in my opinion, Kevin Hart's classic.
So good.
Kevin Hart, I feel like he didn't have a classic film that he led. I think this is his classic, and it's funny that it's a drama. Like I already said, like I was a fan of The Upside with Kevin Hart and what's my man, Bryan Cranston. I was a fan of that. I was like, yo, I like Kevin Hart. And no, Soul Plane, Florida is not, no. We not doing this, Florida. True Story is Kevin Hart's classic. Mm-hmm. And it's a drama. True Story, it's a what they would call it the book equivalent to this episodic series. It's a page turner. Mm-hmm. It was like, yo, I gotta see the next episode, and it was like, it was well done. It was good. There was twists and turns, surprises, and Kevin Hart was believable throughout the whole thing. Shout out to Theo Rossi, yes. Or Rossi, who played behind the scenes Gene. He had a great performance in that. And Wesley Snipes was good, of course. You know, he always delivers. And I just feel like this is his first classic, in my opinion. True Story was just really good. Yeah. I couldn't stop watching it. I had to finish it. Because I'll bail out. When you got episodes,
oh yeah,
I'll bail out. I'll be like, yeah, I made it to episode 3. I'll get back to it.
He's the king of that. And you even ran it back for me when I woke up the next day. Like, I was like, oh, I have to catch up. And you're like, you ran it back.
Catch up now. Because I had to make sure she finished it.
Yeah.
Because she don't be finishing either.
Nah, but it was good.
Yeah.
I definitely had to finish that. I woke up with, that was the first thing I woke up with on my mind. That's why I ran downstairs. I was like, I have to finish.
Yeah, I was waking up in the middle of the night, recharging. Like, wait, I ain't done yet.
Netflix.
Turning it back on. So watch True Story. It's #1 on Netflix right now. And it deserves the spot. Because it's really good.
It's so good. And Tony always says that comedians do drama well.
Yes.
And this is the perfect example because Kevin Hart is known for his just ridiculous antics and just being over the top silly and being the short little guy that's always getting made fun of.
Right.
And he really came in. If you're coming into this movie or show expecting that, you're at the wrong place.
Right. And that's what makes it so good. It's just like, I believed Kevin all throughout the series. Like I believed him, and I was just like,
yeah. It felt like that was really him. I felt like I was really just watching him exist.
Yeah, that was a great. It was really good, man. I was just like, yo, I'll give it a proper review on my page. Oh, I got to review some other stuff too. Oh, yeah. I'll give it a proper review on my page. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now on the podcast, I'm giving it about.
Ooh.
I might as well give it 4.5 out of 5 just because, you know, it was good. It kept me intrigued. It kept me engaged for the whole 7 episodes. I was really like, I was all in.
Yeah.
There weren't any lulls in it. There was genuine surprises, like, you know, because you always going to have your little theories and I think, but there was still like, surprises like, oh, like I did that 2 or 3 times.
Yep.
So, True Story, man. If If y'all haven't watched it, check it out. Hawkeye was good. I got to
Yeah.
finish the second episode. I fell asleep. Hawkeye was cool.
Yeah.
The action choreography can step up. But I like it so far. I like the girl. I like Echo, Haley Stanfield. I like her in this. She's because Hawkeye's gonna Hawkeye, you know.
Right. Serious
Already
face.
familiar with him. But they put a lot of focus on the girl, so she's got to be, you know, dope. And I like her. She's very like, even when she's fighting, she, you know, she's trained and all that, but she's still, it's different when you hands on in the streets fighting for real. So showing her get adapted to that is a dope transition. And she's charismatic. She's like, she's not too cool for school. A lot of times, when they put women in action roles, they tend to overdo the cool on these women just to show, yeah, she can hang with the big boys, or she, you know, she's tough, and they kind of make, you know, women characters in action roles kind of one dimensional in that sense. She's tough, she takes no nonsense, and this, that, and the third. But with her, you know, of course she's gonna be tough, but at the same time she's gonna be like, oh, she's gonna be scared, surprised, worried, you know, confident, but also like, oh, I don't know.
She's not Echo.
That's not Echo?
No,
Who
she's
is
just
she?
Kate Bishop. Echo is a completely different person. It's Alaqua Cox.
Alaqua Cox.
Yeah, she hasn't even been introduced yet.
I thought she was Echo this whole time.
No, she's Kate Bishop. That's all it says here.
Kate Bishop don't have a name?
Kate Bishop. Hold on, let me look up Kate Bishop in the Marvel.
Her name is Kate. So that's who
It
she
just
is.
says Hawkeye as Kate Bishop.
Is that the comic book visual or is it the actress?
This is a comic book visual.
Her name is Kate Bishop.
Kate Bishop.
She
But
ain't got no name.
it says Hawkeye. So does she take over?
Oh, she's the new Hawkeye? She becomes Hawkeye. Oh, well, who is Echo? Oh! Okay. Echo is somebody different that's kind of like Taskmaster. And Echo hasn't been introduced in the show yet.
No.
I just remember that. Okay, Echo is a character I'm actually looking forward to because I read I watched the video and she's gonna be played by a deaf actress. So I'm excited for that. I like because the last deaf actress killed it in Eternals.
Oh, absolutely.
So I'm all in. My bad, y'all. Not Echo, but Kate Bishop. Kate Bishop I like so far. So far, so good. But like I was saying, like, and y'all know what I mean by like, you know, they make the women, they do it to the men too, where they're just one dimensional and boring. Like Steven Seagal got one dimensional after a while. It's like, all right, you're tough. We get it. We get it, bro. You're tough. You know, and I like just, you know, a little bit more layered. That's why I love Linda Hamilton as Sarah Connor, because you got so many layers to her. She went from this, you know, soft, innocent girl to she had to toughen up, and you saw that transition. But even when she was in tough mode, she was still vulnerable and human. And like Ripley and Aliens, the Alien movies, it was like, yo, she didn't sign up for none of this. So you saw the transition, and then you saw her have to be tough. And it's just like, I like that. Those are the best characters in action roles. Anyway, I got to get the hell out of here because I got to take Sincere to the airport. Thank y'all for tuning in. Shout out to my patron saints here live, making my podcast better. Y'all making the podcast better. How y'all feel about that?
This is facts.
Y'all are making my podcast a better podcast. You know what I'm saying? Don't get big-headed, patron saints.
And it's been consistent. Look at you. Give yourself props too.
No, they gonna get big-headed and be like,
I know.
you know we made verbal cardio better. They gonna be
This is
lighting
true.
cigarettes. They don't even smoke. They gonna be like, you know.
Your whole life, because they're patrons. So it's all around.
You know we made verbal cardio better.
This is
You know what I'm
facts.
saying? We did that, patron saints. And then y'all gonna be thinking y'all better than everybody in your community, and you know, Sabrina's in here making it better as well. Behind the
Appreciate
scenes
you.
with the banter.
Appreciate you.
She's my Andy Richter.
Oh, I love Andy so
Andy's-
much. He's
Andy
the
is
greatest
dope,
ever.
man. He just be chilling right there.
Mhm. He be having like little random like, oh, ooh.
Yeah.
And it'd be mad funny for no reason. I love Andy. I'm honored that you said that.
His show was dope on Fox. It didn't last long, but I liked it.
He did this thing in like the 90s with Conan where because he's from Chicago.
Mhm.
So he brought Conan to Chicago.
Yeah.
And like was like, let's go look around. This was Chicago in the 90s. So it just looked so gritty.
Yeah.
And but so dope because they're silly. And he went back to his old apartment, but without telling the people who live there.
Yeah.
Like they didn't prep him or anything.
Oh, wow.
And they were just like,
What the fuck
okay.
is this?
You can find it on YouTube. It's funny.
Where's Conan O'Brien from?
Boston,
Okay.
right?
I like Conan O'Brien.
I know he's from over there, Massachusetts.
I like him a lot. That's funny, man. I remember Patron Saints. Y'all probably remember this if you've been a patron for a long time. Remember I posted my video of me going through Chicago and showing y'all where I used to live, and I pulled up on one of my old apartments, and there was some cats in there, and they was like, "Yo, you wanna," and they let me in the apartment. Great moment. Then I realized I was like, "Man, this apartment wasn't shit." I mean, no disrespect to, not to say that I just meant size wise, because I'm remembering that apartment through kindergarten eyes, like kindergarten and before. So to me, the world was bigger before I turned into a mutant 6'2", but little fat Tone. I don't think I was fat then though. I was skinny Tone, but I was fat in my core. That's the essence. Me remembering that apartment, it was huge. It was a mansion. Then I get in there, I'm like, man, it's a lot smaller than I remember. That a lot smaller than I remember is a real thing. But anyway, I got to get the hell out of here because.
Bye, guys.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you're drinking more water.
Make sure you buy tickets early for if he's coming to your city.
Please get your tickets early if I'm coming to your city. When this episode drops on Wednesday, I will be in Des Moines, Iowa tonight, and I will be in Kansas City this weekend, 5 shows, Thursday through Saturday. Pull up, get your tickets early. One of the shows is almost sold out, but get your tickets early, Kansas City.
Yes.
Sick of y'all, man.
And
Just get it early.
And buy the Tony Baker fan in your life a hoodie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Haberdasheries and stuff.
Got the hoodies. By the time this episode airs, though, the sale will be over. But there'll be some hoodies left.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man,
right,
I
bye,
appreciate y'all. Love y'all passionately in the shower. And thank you for tuning in to another session of that verbal cardio.